So thank you so much for sharing that. Daniel, I think he's still on, so he will say maybe something later. I would like at this juncture, I think I would like to invite Cliff to share. I think his name has been mentioned. He will be sharing about universal acceptance. So Cliff, please, the floor is yours. Let me know if you're in position to share I know you have a presentation of some sort. If you like it to be shared from my side, or if you would like you'll be sharing the screen yourself.
I'd actually like you to share the presentation on your side.
Okay, just a minute, but you can continue the conversation by introducing yourself and, telling people who you are, because I'm sure maybe some don't know who you are, as I get the screen up.
All right. Thank you so much, Lillian, for the brief introduction. My name is Cliff, like Lillian said, and I am part of the committee for the Internet Society Uganda chapter. And I also happen to be part of the communications working group, the Universal Acceptance Communications Working Group. And yes, so I'm here to talk briefly about what transpired under ICANN68 in the Universal Acceptance Meeting webinar. Maybe just to point out, the main focus of the meeting was majorly to raise awareness around the topic of universal acceptance. And maybe just to talk briefly about universal acceptance, it's basically a fundamental requirement for a truly multilingual and digitally inclusive internet. And it's also suffice to note that about 99.65% of the internet is in English, and yet not everyone in the world speaks English. And also, because we speak different languages, we have a couple of special characters that are not currently supported by the American Standard Code for Information Exchange, which is commonly abbreviated as ASCII. So universal acceptance comes in as a solution to this problem. And there are two approaches to this. One is having internationalized domain names. And then the second one is to have email address internationalization. A little bit more about the internationalized domain names is that these are basically domain names in your local language, syntax, that accommodate special characters otherwise not available in the English alphabet. And yes, the Universal Acceptance Steering Group has an agenda or vision of mobilizing software application developers to get their products to be universally to be UA ready, and this is mainly done by providing engagement, documentation, case studies, tools, and measures to provide for a better user experience for the end users. But this is not done alone. There are different stakeholder interactions that are composed of tech developers, tech enablers, email address, internationalization providers, influencers, and policymakers. But then also there are different working groups that are working towards this, this common goal. And this involves the technology working group, There's the email address internationalization working group. There's a measurements working group. There is the communications working group, which I'm a part of. There are local initiatives and of course, UA ambassadors. And as I'm closing, the group provided for ways that we can raise awareness around this topic of universal acceptance. And one way of raising awareness is to basically reach out to the technical community, and secondly is to organize trainings in the community to see how we can fix the problem. And yeah, the third one is to encourage fixing the UA problems in the systems. Fourth being using UA-ready systems as a community. Last but not least is to share experiences on becoming UA-ready, and this can be done by sharing the challenges and the journey towards being UA-ready. And then lastly is to advocate more broadly to others to support universal acceptance in their systems. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cliff. I think this is one of those other topics that may sound complicated to many, but you've tried to summarize it in as much as brief as you could. And again, we welcome members who may not be part of the Internet Society to join the Internet Society, join ICANN conversations. You can join the at large as individual, as an affiliate to the Internet Society. And I think some of the, one way to reach us is through, the email that is on the screen. That is info@isoc.ug. And I believe, Cliff, this is your number. I wouldn't want to say this is, the chapter's number, but also you could reach us more on the website. So thank you so much, Cliff. With